What's up, guys? Today is a 68-degree gloomy day, and that calls for chili. I got actually everything from Aldi. Aldi. All right, let's get started. This is super easy. Basically, all you do is saute your veg, saute your meat, add the spices, add these, and this, then the beans, then you're done. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Cornbread. I was smart to save the back of the box, even though I simply Googled it and you could see the photo of this on the internet. I did have to Google that 240 grams is the same as one of those 50-cent boxes, so I need to measure 240 grams before I begin. Okay, this is what we call mise en place. Everything in its place. So it's super easy to just bam, 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 and it makes cooking more enjoyable in my opinion. Season every step of the way. That's how we make sure it is flavorful. And then we're gonna like build a deep flavor. So I added a little salt to our onions and bell pepper. It will help release the liquid that's inside of these veggies because they have a lot of water. And it will help them get soft and cook down. As you can get on the fan, you'll hear some like light simmering. We are nicely cooking down. Add some pepper. Adding the garlic. Let that get nice and fragrant. So I'm gonna add my ground beef. I got grass-fed ground beef from Aldi. When they do a family pack sale, it's 4 pounds grass-fed and finished. That's what 100% is. It's only, I think, $18, just under $18, which since this is grass-fed ground beef, I'm not worrying about my excess fat. If you are concerned with that, you don't need to make a big deal about fishing it out or pouring it into the sink or trash can, whatever. Once we get our liquid in here and it simmers, all the oil will float to the top and then you can easily spoon it out. You're welcome. I didn't go to cooking school, so I won't call myself a chef. I respect chefs and their craft, you know. They put in the time and the work. I am just a cook. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a good one at that. I digress. Now, since we have the meat and our bell peppers and onions and garlic, this is a good time to add your spices because they can bind and get, you know, toasted and reactivated versus if you added your liquid and then your seasonings. I feel like the seasonings float to the top. I put measurements for you if you need them, but I'm just kind of eyeballing things over here. So I did paprika, then I did chili powder. Cumin gives a really nice flavor, a nice warm smokiness. Low-key smells like armpit, but it's honestly one of my top 5 spices. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. The cumin and everything. Oh my gosh, delicious. You can use some more. I'm adding it to my palm first because I don't want the steam to directly go into my spice jar. I'm going to use one of these Aldi chili seasoning packs because corn flour, masa, it has corn flour in it, which is a thickener. So it'll take care of that on its own, and it's supposed to be spicy, so it's helping me out. This has a lot of sodium, I'm sure. Oh yeah. Definitely toast your spices like this in your meat before we add our tomatoes and our liquids. Now that those flavors have had a minute to come together, like I said, our tomato products are gonna get added in full. This is a 14.1 ounce can of diced tomatoes, sun-ripened organic tomatoes, if you care. Let's add our tomato paste. 3 ounces of tomato paste. I'm adding this tomato paste now. I just think it's gonna be the easiest way to incorporate it into the mix versus adding it later when it's a lot thinner, like when there's all the liquid inside. Okay, let's add our crushed tomatoes. Stir slow so you don't splash everywhere and get red tomato juice on your cute apron. Beef stock. Don't forget to add that. 1 32-ounce box is enough. Now the beans don't have to be added until later than sooner. Not sooner than later. So we're just gonna bring this up to a simmer. Lower the heat a little bit so it's not too aggressive of a simmer. I have my scale here. We're gonna set it to grams. Then we're gonna put our bowl. Then we're going to tare it so that with the bowl it says 0. So that we're only weighing the weight of the cornbread mix, which we're gonna do 1 box worth, which is 240 grams. Putting 240 grams. Stop, no. This probably added to the weight, and it did. 240, just add the egg. Give it a little whisk so that the yolk and the whites of the egg are broken down a little. Now we need 1/3 cup of milk. And then this is so optional, totally optional, but I like to add a little bit of honey and a little bit of corn kernels. So when it comes to mixing this, less is more. You just want to make sure that there's no powdery bits left. Everything is well incorporated. I see some's about to get in there. Okay, that's good. Oh. I'm just going to spoon out and rinse what I'm going to use. Okay. Let's get our vessels ready. Now it doesn't need this, but I just want to make sure that we're not sticking in here. Okay, she is well coated. You don't want to add too much to these because they're pretty thin. And if you don't like cornbread, you could have chili with rice. I've had everything with rice. What would a Korean do? Hello. But yes, I love it with cornbread. My mom loves it with cornbread, and she's Korean. With Fritos, on top of a baked potato. Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways. Okay, so the oven beef, these are going to go in the 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes. I need this. Woo! Look at that. See? If you wanted to take off that fat, that flavor, you can if you want. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now if you don't like beans in your chili, just let this simmer and then you're good. Now we are going to drain and rinse our canned beans, but tomato canned products are going all in the pot. Today I'm using pinto beans, kidney beans, and that's it. I might use 2 cans of, do I have another can of kidney beans? I could do a giant pinto bean, or let's do a black bean. nice and thick. The beans are fully cooked when you get them canned, so you really just want to heat them up, but the longer they cook, the more flavor that gets into them. And you know, you can just let this simmer. It's only 1:44 p.m. and I'm basically done with dinner. This also freezes really well. I like to put large mason jars full and freeze my soups. I have 2 beef vegetable soup and 1 tomato basil soup. This one you thaw, and when you heat up, you add cream or half and half, whatever you want. And these 2 are beef and vegetable soup. You just thaw these and then heat them up, and then there you go. So I'm just gonna bring this back up to a simmer, give it another taste, see if we need any more seasoning. I'm gonna just try it now. I got a pinto bean and a black bean, some meat. Delicious. I just need to add a little, tiny bit of some salt. Taking some salted Kerrygold, a little bit. I'm gonna serve some. I'm gonna just do a cup of chili. Cup of chili. And then for photos, I made a baked potato with chili and cheese. Cute. And then there's some cornbread. Again, like I said, you can do rice, any other side that you want. But yes, enjoy.